All right, today our coaching topic is confidence. How do we assist these developmental players in gaining confidence in their training sessions, confidence on match day, but also confidence in their day-to-day lives as they navigate these developmental years. So I have four categories I'm going to speak to today that we want to reinforce these players as they go through these developmental processes. Number one is making mistakes. So how to approach a mistake. Um, the process of dealing with mistakes or approaching it is that you get to learn from the mistakes more than you're going to learn from the successes. So it's motivational in the sense that we're seeking failure. I mean, exercise, going to the gym, it's controlled failure. You're reaching your limits over and over again in the gym in order to find ways to extend your abilities. So we need to have players excited and willing to have that mentality of learning from mistakes is positive. We call it failing forwards. For a lot of kids, making a mistake, it's kind of like getting hit by a brick. It can be demoralizing. It can shut them down. Whereas the second approach is you get hit with enough bricks, you can build a house. So you can go somewhere, right? So approaching mistakes as the pathway to success creates a willingness to make attempts and be courageous, and courage is only needed in the face that something has a high probability not working out, but we go anyway. So it's courageous. The second is amidst the game of soccer, pressure creates a lesser ability. So pressure, when applied, or stress, will drop a player's ability to their highest level of preparation. So it decreases their ability and shows exactly how prepared they are. Space on the soccer pitch during training sessions and match play will reduce pressure. So how does a player learn to find space? And it's through scanning. So when they don't have the ball, they're very active in scanning the field and understanding how to find space to lower pressure on themselves, give them more time, and it will cut down on unforced errors. And one of the things that we coach a lot is the fastest way for improvement in soccer is to reduce unforced errors. And to do that, you need to find space, additional seconds of operation on the field. And again, we want to see that players without the ball are scanning continuously for the space to reduce pressure. Number three is proactivity. So having players define small, achievable goals before their training sessions and before matches creates a level of proactivity that moves them away from the reactionary sense. So players who react tend to have lower confidence than players that are proactively trying to accomplish something. So some examples of proactivity would be, in a match, I'm going to try to connect three successful passes for every one turnover. So there's a goal that could be achieved. It's going to create a mindset for them, and maybe it's get three shots on goal per half. Maybe it could be win three tackles. In training sessions, it could be, I want to be first in the water, first out of water, back in a session. I want to be recognized for my focus. I want to be recognized for my leadership abilities. I want to help somebody out with something. Little attainable goals that they have in their mind that they're trying to achieve before they start training or playing. We'll see players gain confidence as they hit those mini goals. They're going to gain confidence. They're going to get good vibes. We see that increases energy levels. It really does. It increases their energy. They're willing to get engaged at a higher level, so it builds that confidence. Fourth one is learn the process of learn and then take off the L. So learn to earn. And what we talk about with that is private victories. These players are being asked to understand technical concepts tactical concepts, social concepts, physical concepts. There's a lot of different buckets that we're putting thoughts and ideas in these players' mind to be a very holistic approach. And I don't care what player I've ever trained, they're going to suffer certain topics in each category. There's going to be weaknesses. And if they can then start to hone in on those weaknesses and then go home in a private setting and try to tackle those concepts and have what's called a private victory, where they go home, maybe it's a move that we've done that they're just not able to do very well in training. They don't understand the concepts. They're having a hard time pulling off in match day or in training sessions. And they go home and just say, hey, I'm going to spend 5 minutes an evening and I'm going to get this skill down. I'm going to get it, and I'm going to do it for myself first. I'm going to prove it to me first. Then I'm going to take it to my training sessions and prove it to my peers and my teammates and my coaching staff. And then I'm going to take it to match play and make it work. So that blend of private, then public second, helps the players have a belief system in themselves and that confidence. So as a reiteration, this is a educational video for confidence for players, approaching the four concepts of how do I approach making mistakes? How do I reduce pressure on the field by scanning and finding more space to operate in? How do I create small goals before training sessions and matches to gain that proactivity I need? And fourth, how do I go find my private victories on my weaknesses? And if players can start to put some of that together, I think we're going to see increased confidence, which is always going to increase, one, the enjoyment of the sport. We want the kids to enjoy playing. It's going to increase enjoyment and ultimately will increase, secondarily, performance on the pitch. Appreciate the time, guys. Thanks.